Hi, this is Shireen, and I'm coming today because, excuse me, let me move this out the way. Someone was asking me about how I color my hair, and I actually color my hair with henna. Do whatever you want to do, it's up to you. I've been using henna probably about, um, ooh, it might be 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I only do it like once or twice a year. But one part of henna is that you have to prep it. And so today I'm trying another recipe. And all it is I have henna that I purchased offline. Then I have some amla powder, which is actually the new part that's supposed to help your hair get a little darker reddish tint. And then I have hot water. And so normally I just do henna and hot water. I tried the coffee. They said it would make it darker. It didn't make it darker for me. So I just said, I'm not gonna try it this time. Now with the amla powder, they want you to do 1 part amla powder or amla root, and then 3 parts henna. So this is my henna, and I'm actually gonna end up giving this to someone. Some of it, because what I normally do, I don't actually have to make that much because it goes a long way. But I'm going to share this one with someone. So if that's enough, I don't feel like. The good thing about henna is that you can, I freeze mine. Whatever I don't use, it goes in the freezer until the next time. So you don't have to make this, I'm counting. You don't have to make it that often. So I'm going to freeze it. So I'm just going to risk it and actually, I'm just going to actually make a lot more since I am sharing it with someone. So you do 1 part henna, 1 part, 3 parts henna to 1 part amla root, and then hot water or warm water. And you just mix it up until it's a nice paste, yogurt consistency. And let's see here. Another one I'm going to try, since I'm giving this to somebody, I didn't want to try it today, but they said using hibiscus powder, which I actually have as well, is good for a henna coloring. And if you want to get it darker, indigo. And they also said to get it darker to use black coffee or tea. And again, that didn't work for me. I still have orange because it gives you like an orange or reddish tint. I call it my highlights. And then actually my hair has a nice brown tint to it as well. But it does, the henna gives that nice tint. And again, if you want darker hair, which I don't want it that dark anyway, you would just add, you get the indigo, which you can purchase probably from Amazon if you want to. And then you make it a nice yogurt consistency. And that's what I'm doing here now. And then the hardest part is you actually let it sit for 8 hours so that it actually allows the henna to, I want to say react, but get into the state of where it can actually color your hair. And this is actually henna as well with the henna tattoo. Henna tattoo on the same thing. This is the same product. They might put indigo in that so that it actually sustains, really, that penetrates through the hair roots. But they probably put the indigo in there. And it's another one, begins with the J. I can't remember the name right now, that also does the henna with the henna tattoos. I can't remember. But either way, let me just slide around here so you can see the consistency. One thing I will say about henna is it is a stain. And so with that being said, I do it like relaxer. Can you see that? So I'm just gonna let that sit just like that. That's all it is. I'll let it sit for 8 hours. I'm gonna share it again, and notice it's in a glass bowl because something like, same thing with bentonite clay, you don't want to actually put those in metal containers because it deactivates them. But I'll let it sit for 8 hours. Normally, if I was just gonna dye my hair. I let it sit for 8 hours, and then I put the henna on probably the next evening. Put on the henna, wrap it up in caps and plastic bag, I should say plastic caps, and let it sit for at least 3 hours. I normally keep it on for overnight, but what I do, because if you do relaxers, henna is, again, a stain, so it stains your skin just like it will your hair. So then I use like Vaseline, like I'm doing, relaxers, how we used to do back in the day when we did our home relaxers, protect our ears, I'm not worried about my scalp that much, but protect my edges. And really, since I'm always wearing something like this, I actually put something on my shoulders in case it falls on there. Then it will not leak through. It won't stain my skin. I love a henna tattoo, but I'd like it to have some, I don't want it to be a blob. I want it to be an actual tattoo of something. So I take the henna, again, it was 1 part amla root for this recipe, 3 parts henna, warm water until you get that right yogurt-like consistency. Let it sit at least 8 hours so it activates and turns into that stain. Then after that, you are going to put the henna on your clean hair. And again, I protect my skin that is not hair related with Vaseline in order to make sure that henna does not stain it. I put the henna in my hair, wrap it up. Sometimes I'll do like saran wrap, and then I'll put a shower cap over it. Then I'll wrap a towel or something, or a scarf that I'm not interested in that's gonna stain. I don't mind it getting stained. Put a towel on my pillowcase, and then I go to sleep. So it's a pain, and I could do it during the day, but who wants to be I don't want to be in the house with my hair like that during the day, so I do it overnight. The one thing, right after you do your henna, your hair's a little rougher, but that's not anything bad. It's not like the henna is doing something bad to your hair. What it is that it's actually just do a deep conditioner. And if you have natural hair, your texture would be just fine. Just make sure you do a deep conditioner. Make sure you rinse the henna out completely. And if you spill it anywhere, just use a bleach to clean it up quickly as well. And then and go from there, style as normal. And then so I'm sorry, I'm reading these text messages are coming up as I'm talking. But anyway, so that is what I do for my henna. And again, it lasts, I probably did this a year ago. So it's coming up, I can't tell because the gray hair is in the back, but evidently I'm sure it needs to be done over again. So I just decided that I would tackle it this time. And so if you have any questions about it, one thing, like with anything, try a hair patch, a skin patch to see if you have an allergic reaction to henna. And then go from there. And that's just with anything that you're trying new. I know it doesn't bother me, but just in case you don't want it to bother you. All right, take care. Thanks.